So, the April 2025 Visa Bulletin is out, and guess what? We've seen some pretty good movement both in family-based categories and employment-based. I was actually quite surprised. I thought we are gonna see literally no movement in April, but I guess I was wrong. In this video, we'll break down all the movement forward in all the family-based categories as well as employment-based, and some surprises moving forward. As we do every week, we have summarized the Visa Bulletin in great detail on our blog, and I'll be covering this right now in this video as we do it in more detail to understand what exactly is happening. We're highlighting in red the major changes that are happening in the movement between last month and this one to make it easier for you to understand and follow the Visa Bulletin. If you have any questions or any comments about this Visa Bulletin, please leave those comments in the video below. Thanks so much. Let's jump into the video. So, as I mentioned, Visa Bulletin was out just yesterday, and I'm super excited to bring this report to you right now. First of all, if you're inside the United States, they also announced that the Visa Bulletin will work as follows. If you are employment-based categories, you will be following the final action dates chart for the month of April, and that's going to be the chart that will decide when you can file the adjustment of status for your case inside the United States. If you're following a family-based case inside the United States, in April, they're going to follow the dates for filing chart, and that will determine when you can file your case if you're already present in the United States. So let's look at the highlights of the April 2025 Visa Bulletin. And those of you who watched my video last month in March, I was pretty pessimistic about April, but guess what? I was quite wrong. We've seen quite a few movements this month, and let's go through all the highlights before we jump into the charts like we do every single week. So at a glance, looking at employment-based categories, for the dates for filing, the biggest movement we see is in the EB2 category. We see EB2 India will advance by 1 month, moving to February 1st, 2013. EB2 China advanced by 1 month to November 1st, 2020. I didn't think there's going to be any movement in the EB2 category, but it happened. The biggest one for me is the EB3 other workers. EB3 other workers worldwide, Mexico and the Philippines will advance by 1 month to June 22nd, 2021. I didn't think there's going to be any movement there. If we're looking at the final action, let's look at there. We see EB1A India will advance by 2 weeks to February 15, 2022. EB2 India advanced by 1 month to January 1st, 2013. EB2 China will advance by 4 months to October 1st, 2020. EB2 worldwide and all other countries will advance by 5 weeks to June 22nd, 2023. EB3 professionals and skilled workers, again, there was no movement last month, but this month we see India advance by 2 months to April 1st, 2013. EB3 China will advance by 3 months to November 1st, 2020. And EB3 worldwide, all other countries will advance by 1 month to January 1st, 2023. Again, it's a small, modest movement in the EB3, but it's kind of significant because we really expected to see no movement until after the spring, and that maybe give us a good indication as to what's going to happen in May and June in the Visa Bulletin movement. EB4 other workers, India advanced by 2 months to April 1st, 2013. China advanced by 3 months to April 1st, 2017. Philippines advanced by 4 months to May 22nd, 2021. EB3 worldwide will advance by 3.5 months to May 22nd, 2021. Again, it's quite significant for other workers, and it will continue like that all through the spring. EB4 religious workers is still unavailable because of the retrogression. The demand is too high in this category. EB5, which is kind of sad because India will retrogress by 2 years, guys, and 2 months to November 1st, 2019. So if you're watching this in March and you're able to file your adjustment or whatever you need to do to finish your EB5, please act fast because it's going to retrogress by 2 years, and it's pretty sad. China will retrogress by 2.5 years as well to January 22nd, 2014. And the reason why it's happening with retrogression is because whenever you see more demand than the actual visas they have, to pull back on the numbers. And there's been a big demand from Chinese and Indian investors to use the EB5, and especially with the news of the gold card, there's been a lot of nervousness there. Before we talk about the highlights of family-based immigration, remember guys, we make those videos for you every single week. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel yet, I please request you to do so. Please click the notification bell, subscribe, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. As always, if you need help with your immigration matters, send me a text 619-483-4549 or go to www.immigrationasap.com. And now let's jump back into family-based categories highlights. In the dates for filing, guys, F1 unmarried sons and daughter of U.S. citizen, Mexico will advance by 6 months. This is a major movement in the family-based categories to April 1st, 2006. F2A spouses and children of permanent residents. This is for people that are currently inside the United States and are waiting to sponsor their spouses or green card holders. F2A will advance by 3 months to October 15, 2024. Again, it's a modest movement, but it is a movement forward. And F2A categories will really worry. And again, if you're legal in the United States and you're able to do it from here, you're in a better shape. F2B, unmarried sons and daughters. F2B Mexico advanced by 6 months to April 1st, 2007. It's a highlight. F3, Philippines will advance by 4.5 months to September 22nd, 2004. And this is huge. F4, brothers and sisters. India will advance by 1.5 months to October 1st, 2006. F4, all other categories will advance by 1 month to April 1st, 2008. Pretty disappointing because, this category is very much backlog. Let's look at the final action advancement. This is the actual dates when applicants will get their green cards in the family-based categories. F1 Mexico advanced by 5.7 weeks to January 1st, 2005. F1 Philippines advanced by 4.2 months to July 15, 2012. F1 all other countries advanced by 3.7 months to March 15, 2016. Again, it's a modest movement, but it is a movement forward. And as you can see, compared to the previous couple of months, it is a very good sign for what to expect moving forward. F2B Mexico advanced by 6 months to January 1st, 2006. F2B Philippines will advance by 3 months to January 22nd, 2012. F2B all other countries will advance by 2 months to July 22nd, 2016. F3 married sons and daughters. F3 Mexico advanced by 2 months to January 15, 2001. F3 the Philippines will advance by 2 months to March 22nd, 2003. F3 all other countries advanced by 9 months to April 1st, 2011. F4 once again Mexico advanced by 2 weeks and 2001. F4 Philippines advanced by 2.6 months to January 1st, 2005. And India advanced 2.2 months to January 15, 2006. Let's jump into the actual charts. Like I said, the reason why we see this movement is because, MVC started pushing on the State Department to start scheduling more interviews. They are worried about what's happening with the Trump administration, with the changes they're making, and they want to start releasing more cases for interviews. So you're going to see more cases will be scheduled in the next few months, and it will have a direct impact also on the Visa Bulletin because they're going to start making more dates moving forward in anticipation for eventually getting them current. All right, guys. So let's start with final action dates, employment. That's what we focus usually every month. And you can see everything that is highlighted in red is specifically designed for you guys to understand it much easier. So you can see the EB1 India will advance by 2 weeks to February 15, 2022. Everything else remains the same like previous month. EB2 is we receive most of the movement here. EB2 India advanced by 1 month to January 1st, 2013. EB2 China advanced by 4.8 months to October 1st, 2020. EB2 all other countries advanced by 5.4 weeks to June 2023. And again, you can see EB3 and EB3 other workers are fully red, which means we've seen a lot of movement forward versus the last couple of months where it was completely silent. And that category will continue to advance even more. EB3 India advanced by 2 months to April 1st, 2013. EB3 China advanced by 3 months to November 1st, 2020. EB3 all other countries advanced by 1 month to January 1st, 2023. And guys, I know many of you are waiting in the EB3 category. You're going to see more movement moving in May and June. It's going to be modest, but it will be a movement forward. EB3 other workers, EB3 India will advance by 2 months to April 1st, 2013. EB3 China will advance by 3 months to April 2017. EB3 Philippines will advance by 4 months to May 22nd, 2021. And EB3 all other countries will advance by more than 3.5 months to May 22nd, 2021. EB5, guys, that's the big one. EB5 retrogress India 2 years. They're going back in 2 years because there's no visas to give away. China will go back, retrogress 2.5 years to January 22nd, 2014, which means that if you're from India and China, you have to look at other alternatives like the EB1A, which is still good for China and India. So think about that, guys. All right, let's move to the family-based categories. Final action dates for family sponsored, which a lot of you guys have been waiting for this. Everything that is in red here is the changes that we had from previous months. So F1 Mexico advanced by 5.7 weeks to January 1st, 2005. F1 Philippines advanced by 4.2 months to July 15, 2012. All other countries advanced by 3.7 months to March 15, 2016. That's great. There's no movement F2A final action date, which means that if you are overseas waiting for a visa category, you're still stuck. F2B, unmarried sons and daughters, many of you are waiting for the F2B. Mexico advanced by 6 months. Very nice movement to January 1st, 2006. F2B Philippines advanced by 3 months to January 22nd, 2012. F2B, all other countries moved by 2 months to July 22nd, 2016. That's actually pretty big for this category, which was silent for a while. F3 is the biggest winner in this visa bulletin. F3 Mexico advanced by 2 months to January 15, 2001. F Philippines advanced by 2 months to March 22nd, 03. And all other countries advanced by 9 months, guys. 9 months movement forward to April 1st, 2011. That's huge. Almost a year. F4 Mexico advanced by 2 weeks. For Philippines advanced by 2.6 months. F4 India 2.2 months. All other countries unchanged. Look at this chart. Look at this chart. This is the chart that you see. Everything in red is movement forward. You can see F1 is a good one. F2A, nothing. F2B, as I said, slight movement. F3 is the big winner this year. Like I said, this month, guys, 9 months. For the rest of the world, you can see we are now at April 1st, 2011. So what does it mean? Conclusion of this summary. It means that we have some good movements, both employment and on the family side. EB2 China final action dates seen the biggest movement forward, 4.8 months, guys. Then we have EB3 Philippines, which advanced by 4 months. That's pretty good. And that shows us that we're going to see a new trend moving forward from now on. Now, it doesn't mean that the summer is going to be, as fast as we think, but it's going to be a gradual moving forward. EB5, unfortunately, is the big loser. 2 years backwards for India and 2.5 years backwards for China. And you expect more retrogression in the EB5 category, especially with the news of this new gold card and all that kind of stuff. So, guys, if you're in the EB5, you need to act fast right now. EB4, unfortunately, is still unavailable and will remain like this for the next, probably for the rest of the year. For the family sponsor, the biggest movement, as I mentioned, are in F3 worldwide. Big movement, 9 months forward. India and China advance also 9 months. F2B Mexico advanced by 6 months, which is not bad at all. And in the dates for filing chart, the biggest winners are again F1 Mexico, which advanced 6 months, and F2B Mexico, which advanced 6 months to April 1st, 2007. So pretty significant, guys, for the family based. You just never know. I mean, last month when I did the Visa Bulletin March, I was pretty gloomy about movement forward in April. I was pretty sure that we're going to start seeing this movement. I was expecting to see this in the May-June Visa Bulletin. It's amazing that it's happening now. It's good news. It means NVC is putting pressure on the State Department. It means that visas are going to slowly start being more available for some categories. What remains to happen is the putting pressure on these embassies, because even if we have visas available, we have embassies like in Lagos, like Islamabad, like Manila, like Nairobi, that are not moving cases forward. And that's a whole different video, and that's a whole different strategy that we'll talk about to help you guys. Once again, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments, what are your priority dates, where are you stuck, and where you need help in the process. As always, if you need help with your immigration matter, send me a text 619-483-4549, or go to www.immigrationsap.com. Leave your details, and one of our team members will contact you ASAP. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.